Today on our segment of Guitar World Weekly, we are presented here today with Dirk Diggler and his astonishing new appearance. As you can see, he's gone for the mum. It's called the man perm. You conjugated mum, man perm. Anyway, Dusty, what made you decide to get this overwhelmingly astonishing, handsome haircut?
It's funny that you asked that because everybody was complaining that my hair was too long. And so I decided to do something about it. And I got this perm. It kind of makes my hair look less lengthy, but it's still the same length. It's just in curves. See?
Oh, I see. It's very, very sexy, Dusty. I've heard plenty.
Thank you.
From your blogs around the world, I've heard girls from London to England to everywhere, including Australia. They barely even have TVs down there. Imagine that. They say that you have skyrocketed in the press in Guitar Weekly as the sexiest guitarist alive. Now, how does that make you feel inside to do?
Well, it makes me feel really good actually, because my lead guitarist was supposedly the best guitarist in the world, and then I overtook him. Like that, simple. Now I'm the best lead singer and guitarist in the world's greatest band.
And that band, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is Scorch. Now, back to what you were saying about you and Crimson Crack having that little grudge about who got the most chicks based on appearance. You seem to have gotten the cannolis out of that subject now, haven't you?
I kicked his hole, damn it.
Yes, we also have a video on YouTube of people even spoofing that. Now, that has acclaimed some fame. Now, what are your feelings on the album you are currently conducting?
It will be the greatest album ever created. Of course, I said that about our last album, but this album will be better than the last album, which was the greatest ever created, but now the new album will be the greatest ever created.
As I understand, you have new songs like Crashing Down and Fire Weather. Now, Fire Weather was a made-up song about how you're not going to want to take it anymore, and how about people are no longer wanting to wear undies because it gets too hot. Now, for what reason have you created the song Fire Weather?
I don't know where you're getting your information. Maybe the tabloids or something, but I don't remember anything about the Fire Weather.
Yeah, I'm probably confusing you with Deviants. I take that back, that's right. Because as I mentioned earlier in a segment, a couple months back, Crimson Crack was also playing in the Deviants band. Am I right, you used to be called Deviants?
Well, that is true. Actually, we're now called Legion of Chaos. Crimson has changed his name. He is now Chris Chaos. I am still Dick Diggler, because everybody knows my name. Nobody knew who Crimson was, so he had to change his name, of course.
So in a way you're saying you created Crimson Crack / Chris Chaos, also known as Crackle.
As a matter of fact, yes, I did create all of them.
And what about it that makes you so much of a teacher instead of a learner compared to him?
Well, I'm just the best, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just teach. I can do it because I'm the best. I know everything. Anything you ask me, I know it.
Okay. Well, now we're going to switch topics now. We're all going to start talking about the VH1 Rock Honors. Mm-hmm. Now, do you think Ozzy should still be performing?
Ozzy is very influential to all of us. I mean, he started metal, you know?
Yep.
I actually had my hair like him, got these glasses so I could be like him, straightened my hair, but I figured that he's old school and we're trying to bring a new image. So I went with this merm, but I kept the Ozzy glasses, and I hope to be rocking when I'm as old as him.
That sounds pretty good. See, for a while, I remember some of our viewers and the people who log into Guitar Weekly confused you with Jimi Hendrix and the guy that sings American Woman. I don't remember his name. But yes, they thought you were him, and then once they got closer, they noticed you were very white complected, like Ozzy. So it's like a combination of a Jimi Hendrix / Ozzy Osbourne. Only you're not biting the heads off of bats and unable to talk properly.
Yes, I got a lot of fan mail saying that they were sent to me, but they thought I was Lenny Kravitz, and they thought I pulled a Michael Jackson and went white. You know, I would laugh all the time because it was so funny. But when I actually had people write back to them and explain that I was Diggler, and they thought, oh my gosh, I wrote to Diggler, the greatest lead singer / rhythm guitarist.
And I hear now that you're actually pretty good at playing guitar. I think later on in our next interview, which will be back in a couple of minutes, you can show us some of the riffs you have created that enabled the Legion of Chaos to be the greatest down band in the history of rock and metal. Now,
I think I could do that. But I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to, and I can't find my way around that. I'm sorry, guys.
for God's sakes, man, aren't you going to try to impress your viewers with your guitar talents?
I will impress them when they see the music video of me playing.
Yes, and I understand during the whole time you're playing in this rock video called Shag Me, you are with this girl in bed with the guitar, and I hope it's a guitar under the covers that we're watching. Now,
actually, the funny thing is, many people think it's my guitar, but it's actually, you know, my package.
There you heard it, ladies and gentlemen, including
Man package for those who can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's got a croc under the sheets. You better watch out, that thing will jump up and bite you. Okay, now, with time for a commercial break, Boom, will you please hit the pause button?